something was reported to me recently. I don't know the full details, but I need to warn you about it. I'm informed that there's some form of PONZI scheme that's going on. Now, PONZI schemes have taken place many times around the world and in different countries. And a lot of times, many of God's people fall prey to PONZI schemes. Now, if you don't know what a PONZI scheme is, I'll just tell you briefly. The name PONZI for the scheme is derived from a man that it was originally connected to by the name of Charles PONZI. Now, he had several different names that he went by, but he was known as Charles PONZI. And he was an Italian, born Italian, and eventually carried out his schemes in the United States and Canada. Now, how a PONZI scheme works is that those who invest their money into the scheme are eventually paid with money that newer investors bring in, which means that it's not really a business. Money is paid to those who are so-called investing by the money brought in by others, which means somewhere along the line it will collapse. So PONZI schemes always collapse. But because the earlier ones got money out of it, they help to publicize it and get others to join, not knowing that trouble is coming. And it always comes because they can't sustain the promises that they've made because it's not really based on a business. You're always told that there's some business they're doing that causes such profits to come. But if it's a PONZI scheme, it's a PONZI scheme. It relies on the money brought in by the people you're bringing. So they tell you, bring your cousins, and you bring your friends, you bring everybody, and they all bring in their money. Now, I warn you about it because such things always fail. You're going to get into trouble with that kind of a thing. Now, here's another area about a PONZI scheme that I'd like to also talk to you about. Some people are forced into a PONZI scheme. Now I'll explain. Any good business could become a PONZI scheme, especially with people who don't know how to say no. It's simple. Here's how it works. How a good person becomes the perpetrator of a PONZI scheme. And a good business turns into a PONZI scheme. So I'm doing a good business. Everything is going well. Then he comes to me and says, can I invest into your business? So I accept his investment into my business. It was accidentally turned into a PONZI scheme, or it is a PONZI scheme originally, whatever it is. I'm saying to you, you got to be careful. We don't run PONZI schemes. Be careful, because it's like all PONZI schemes is going to have a problem down the road. So don't say you were not warned. Be warned. And those of you who always are looking for where to put your money and go to sleep and looking for someone who's going to multiply it 100 times, 200 times for you, sometimes you are the problem. And you even steal, take money that's not yours. You borrow money to go and put it there. I've warned you. So don't say you were not warned. Take it seriously. I've warned you. And I hope that no pastor is running a Ponzi scheme, because I didn't send you to do one. All right? I didn't send any pastor to run a Ponzi scheme. Don't do it. The one I know is Jesus' scheme.